Start a new Perik, Kלים, Perik Chav Gimel, Mishnah Aleph. Says the Mishnah, Hakadur v'ha'imum v'hakomia v'hatfilin shenikru. What we're talking about here, let's look at a kadur, a football, a ball. A kadur is made out of leather. It's got a leather exterior, and inside there's a stuffing. The stuffing is not stuck or sewn to the outside leather covering. The Mishnah is regarding this ball as being two separate items. There's the outside kli or, the leather covering, which is mekabel tumah, because under the rules of kli or they must have a base kibble. The ball has a kibble. It's mekabel, the stuffing inside it. So we've got two separate things. There's the kli kibble of the or on the outside, and the stuffing on the inside. Similarly, an imum. An imum is in English a last. It's a model on which one makes kelim. So you have an outside leather pouch, and inside you have a stuffing, and then you form the keli round this model. Hakamir, we're all familiar with that. That's a kamir thing that hangs around the neck. A kamir is a little leather pouch. Inside the leather pouch is a piece of parchment. Tefillin, same thing. It's an outside is a leather box, which is a kli oil, which is makabel, the parashis inside. So these are two separate objects. The tefillin, let's say the tefillin become tummy. When tefillin become tummy, what becomes tummy? So the Mishnah holds that the outside box becomes tummy because that's a leather kli kibble, but the inside parashis don't, because they're something separate. Shenikru, if these things were torn and now the inside stuffing or the inside parashis become exposed, if you touch the outside, the outside of the kador or the tefillin, tomei. If you touch what's inside is toy, because what's inside is a separate object, and therefore it did not become tomei in the first place. This sugya is very closely connected to a large, famous sugya called kibble or osid and malois, shmei kibble or loy shmei kibble. In a nutshell, halacha is that in circumstances like this, where we have distinctly two separate objects, an outside container and an inside stuffing, and they are separate, they're not sewn together, there's no chibur, in such a case we say shmei kibble, and therefore the outside kli is considered to have a base kibble, and therefore is mekabel tumah. However, contrast this to the next case, ukaf shenikra, a saddle, which is also a leather. It's got a leather exterior, and it's got stuffing inside, and it's torn. And you touch, and the saddle becomes tomei, and you touch the stuffing inside, tomei, because the stitching, the sewing makes it all one. And therefore when the saddle became tomei, the inside stuffing became tomei. With it, it's all one kli, and we don't have a separate keli with a kibble. The reason why the saddle doesn't have to have a kibble at all is because the saddle is also the mishkav and moshav and rechivan for riding. Therefore, under the rules of medris, it's makabel tumah. And then we're carrying on with Shem Mishnah base to the very special dinim of merikav as opposed to mishkav and moshav. See you then.